touches the heart like my venom.
Cross the wall.
You made your bedrock. Now guide it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
precious bounty.
Seeks resolution. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's turret has been killed. barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower is no more. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is no more. Dire's middle tower is no more.
Tis mine.
The dire scan. On the hunt for radiant scanning for enemies. Monster kill. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's courier has been killed. Killing spree! Double kill! Triple kill!
Now take that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Precious bounty.
Wish fulfilled.
Yeah, looks about right. What are we missing? Doom is still in. Beastmaster's gone. All the 5s are still in of our top ones. No real bans there. They could like theoretically think about like an Oracle maybe, depending on how it looks. Although there is already a Nature's Prophet and an Earth Spirit, which are both pretty good at finding an Oracle. So maybe that's not a good idea.
Quincy crew are the ones that actually ban out the those. I guess since Associates had first pick in the second phase, that's good against everything.
10.
Yeah, and it's probably Lela's Prophet too, and it's probably MSS on the Earth Spirit. So
We did see Quinn play mid-Doom 1 game.
that's true. Yeah, although I feel like that's kind of fallen off of your 9th pick, especially.
So what do you think about been waiting for Tinker to make a comeback since Terra? Is it not enough of a counter for it to be worth it?
Yeah, it seems it's not. I think there's like one guy who spams it and was standing in. He played Tinker. Was it Wish? Yeah, he was that guy who stood in for Secret for a little bit, and he was recently standing in for someone else. And he was playing Tinker like last month or something, and it didn't. I mean, he's a super hardcore Tinker spammer, so it's very impressive. But the hero just, I think you need like that full draft dedicated to it. So if there was like someone super dedicated on your team, I'm sure you could do it, but I think it takes a lot of practice to make it really good.
Type of hero that haven't understood. Pick heroes that are relevant.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can just, pick Morphling. It's a lot
Right.
easier.
5.
So they do
seconds.
pick up the vent. Solid save from Terrorblade, good damage amp, and fun stuff that comes with that.
So if I'm Quincy Crew, I'm picking SVG's hero now, so then I can get another hero Business Associates, which will probably be the offlaner, and I'm hoping that someone doesn't build Spirit Vessel or have good lockdown, and then I'm taking Morphling for UR. But Business Associates should almost certainly know that, because I feel like that's like a go-to counter that most, especially like we know Quincy Crew likes versus the Terrorblade, so they should definitely prep for a Morphling.
Like,
Quinn's also a Leshrac player, isn't he? Wasn't that one of his big heroes?
sounds like his.
Yeah, it's a pretty good hero too.
It's turn to pick.
Elder Titan.
The SVG hero. It's a very good hero versus TV in his own ways, of course, with the... But wait.
Tell me.
Could it be the core? Can we get the core again?
Ooh, the UR
That was pretty cool. Versus 4 Zoomers in the Arc Ward.
No, it was against Pace, was
No, it was...
5.
that was versus... Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was looking at their last... Yeah, that was against Pace, because they went... Was it TB? Yeah, they went TB in game 1.
But it was also like clowny.
Yeah, they went TB in game 1, and they did the support, and then in game 2 they hit Spectre and they did the core ET. Yeah, but if you ever wanted to flex on Business Associates, just saying.
I mean, it's gonna be in their heads, right? They'll have thought about it recently.
Okay, who does Morphling hate the most? Besides like AA, who's like not really pickable, and OD, who's not really pickable. Puck, they could do like offlane Puck, but that's a pretty heavy commitment without knowing. Axe Rubik.
The pucks.
Lots of
sometimes are
melee.
too with-
Yeah, you have the coil snap. That's true. Yeah, maybe Puck's the
Dire
best.
must choose.
Pango. Okay, that's like, oh, all right. It's got a random interaction. Silence can really mess up a Morphling. Still has stuff that works with Venge with like swap into and cool shenanigans.
I mean, Quincy could also like back and get Alina at last 2 picks
10
too, and
seconds.
have to go the
5
sort of-
seconds.
We're so good. They need a UR hero anyway.
I like the pick too.
Dire's
Pango doesn't feel like the biggest to.
turn
They go spec instead.
Yeah, I wonder why they like Spec more. I would have thought that Morphling was like the hero in comparison. I guess Spectre's just like super good and more stable compared to Morphling in some ways.
Yeah, and you sort of mentioned like target lock. Like it could be a little bit thick. that chaos get just randomly.
Yeah. Oh, well, Your Morph was pretty fun to watch last time, but we won't get it this time. And now we need the Quinn hero, so is Leshrac worth it? I mean, it's kind of cool with ET and Earth Spirit, but I think they might need someone who's like a little bit either more like mobile or tankier.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Well, and BA also just have that last pick too to counter.
Yeah. Good Queen. Is she just dead? Queen seems kind of all right for Quinn here.
For like counterable.
10 seconds. 5.
Mainly in response to Spectre, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder if they just want to.
Oh yeah, Kunkka's still in too. Good point. Yeah, I think Kunkka, Queen of Pain. I still think Leshrac's like a maybe, but probably not worth it. I'm thinking that if they were 10th pick, they might consider it.
But Lina.
Yeah, Lena's fine too. Yeah, I did not mean to discount your Lena suggestion because she is pretty much just Queen of Pain these days. Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
5
The only thing is like more damage would be kind of nice. I mean, Kunkka's damage, but like I feel like their setup. Then again, if you get X, you're just dead in this lineup. ET, Earth Spirit, Prophet. Yeah, I can see that, like chain stunning and being a total nuisance. Take your pick, Quinta Crew.
More melee heroes go.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Lina.
It's the Lina. Quinn Lina. It is the Quinn hero. Yep. How good is it this game? Pretty, as you know, there are definitely some frontliners here. This means that your Nature's Prophet plays like a frontliner. If you had to pick like a Kunkka, then the Prophet gets to be a little bit more damage heavy, but I'm guessing that we'll see more auras on Lelis here so that he can just TP in the middle of things and absorb a bunch of stuns and stuff to give vision and create space for the Lina. And then Quinn also is going to be playing at long range to try and benefit the most that he can from the vision given from the Haunt.
Then is this somebody that's like fighting with the rest?
For business associates, yeah. Also, just like D push would be nice.
Huck.
Huck mid. Would they have enough damage though? They'd be so all in on Terrorblade.
Choose your
Hey, he's back.
It's Moo. All right.
They like just randomly cracks or something.
Yeah. It is a more push-heavy lineup than last time because at least they have the TB. Can they kill the Timber early on this time, though? Nah, it's pretty similar to last time. It's like they had Invoker last time, now they have Lina, who like has their own tools versus the hero, but other than that, the other tools aren't that amazing. But they did lose that game.
There are some changes. Best of 10 that battle.
Yes.
5
Slowly figuring out the meta of how to defeat the Lelis Nature's Prophet. Yes.
Terrorblade.
Well, if he pops meta though, like you're probably gonna get away. And then you can manipulate the creep waves with your Tree Ants and Earth Spirits, so I think they'll just go for the lane of no interaction. Terrorblade spins his Beyblade. He's so cool. 3, 2, 1, let him rip! Wow. Yeah, I think you got a set. Oh, they have double Beyblades! They have like triple Beyblades. They have Pangolier, Timbersaw, and Terribly. I feel like Pango's he rolls. That's close enough. He could get in
like
that.
marbles to Beyblade.
Dude, okay, if any other hero was gonna get in the pit with these two Beyblades, are you telling me it would not be Pango?
Silencer.
He does. No, he is a Beyblade too. It's true. He's got the glaives. Oh man, that could be after bot TI. They can Beyblot TI. Beybots.
Titan has one on the back.
Everyone wants in. It definitely was at school. That and the Game Boy Gazebo.
Game Boy Gazebo.
Oh, I remember trading some tips for Pokemon back in the day there, and I'll tell you one thing. I used strength on that truck by the SS Anne, and Mew did not come out.
That's right.
Dirty liars.
Liars.
And I didn't go home and unlock anyone in Smash Bros. That they promised. Oh, God, there were so many lies. You kids today and your functioning internet, you have no idea.
You know what it is? Like, they wanted to got some special in.
Oh, yeah, of course. I told stupid lies as a kid, too.
That's what it is. It's all about just like, I know what's going on here. I get it. Don't worry. I know how to unlock me.
Bunch of fibbers.
Up top, looking at keeping on.
Battle's good. Beyblading, who knows? It looks more like a Stargate on SVG's back, you know. Yeah, haven't seen that show in about 12 years as well. Excellent, excellent. That is in the real world, or is that in the game? I think that was a new pet. Was that the parrot? Was that Brax's parrot? It was just mimicking a dog.
There are 4 heroes that are coming up here, making the movement over. They're still sticking around for the bounty, and MSS is going to get it.
We just got
Brax now.
Look at him slapping. Get back here.
Buckle away. So in the end, that's going for 2.
What's Fear gonna do? Is he gonna wait for a play? Or is he gonna give his Terrorblade level 1 by himself?
Might just... I know the Wave of Terror is like the better thing. Trade more effectively. Stuff, but what about not having stun? Okay, snaking. You get out some good damage onto him, trying to bring him down low. Fable won't have that much longer. Time he just backs out with the salve and is fine. They just gonna tri-lane this.
I mean, this isn't that great for Envy though. He's like used 3/4 of his meta, and he's basically just trading Prime with Lelis, and he can't get aggro because he doesn't have anyone to help stun or threaten or anything. So Lelis is gonna farm the entire way through this meta, and then what happens when that ends? Okay, it doesn't end because they TP down and go on Envy. So they're gonna try and break up this top tri-lane by doing this. They're gonna try and force Fear down here.
TPing down afterward. Here shows up. Still gonna be like constant sort of whittling away at Envy. Mid lane, we haven't talked about it at all so far. Wave that's coming. Be a couple of those. But
yeah, Moose seems really good at the first couple levels. This hero. I don't know. Maybe he's just like completely splitting the wave and pulling apart. That's probably what he's doing. And Lena obviously pretty long attack range and like slow animation, so you don't necessarily get tricked too much by her. Oh man, I didn't think it was gonna get that.
here's Snake trying to secure himself. Last hit on range creep. That's Brax just.
Oh, SVG's got the big slap down when this comes back. Yeah, get out of my lane, he says.
Casual D.
Yeah, and 17% bonus movement speed. And 6 bonus armor. Whoa. The hero's a little intense.
Again. Damage. Play. Stomp. Left. Brax, please. damage here. They still have Fable. Is he dead?
Yep.
Washbuckle, first blood drawn.
And the slow.
Max. Plays.
Oh, you are?
Or also. Gotta be super careful.
That dagger ran out and he like phased on the other side of that tree. That was wild. I can't believe he didn't pop that very far. I would have been so scared.
SS get pummeled ever slightly by fear. Fine. Everybody very low in these.
Yeah, this fear stun is quite scary at the moment, but he can't really find an angle on them. But also just able to play this far back, even though he took the boots. Kind of annoying that he can just be there.
Yes, but not.
Here's of the wood.
Yes, on this head of Terrorblade action.
Yeah, speaking of CS though, Quinn is pulling away in the mid lane as the spells start to stack up 3 points down the Dragon Slave as he is just hitting into Moo. Oh, it's a regen. And MSS is there.
Finds him dead.
Oh, that's
Quinn gets the
GG.
kill.
That lane is so over. That's more over than a lane has ever been over. Here it's fine.
Or you can just hold it, I guess. He's actually just gonna hold the lane.
Yeah.
Wait, Timber can't. Damn, that's devastating.
Yeah, Moo's just like, okay, I'm level 5 flat right now, and this Lena's gonna be 6 pretty soon, so my lane's over.
Kind of owning.
Up top.
Here. Kick onto both. Punched. Bullied. Killed.
Top SVG's running.
Get one. You are trying to escape. Does have stick charges. 3 of them. Brax still cheap. Get it. You are hanging on to those. Opposite there, actually.
But at least that'll get the double bounties as well.
A little something extra for the FM.
Other
Money to burn.
play with afterward. Stuck at that level 5. There's a TP up top right now. MSS wants to make the rotation. Stop is gonna land. Find an opening. Making trouble. Stun. Does not quite
Brax.
enough.
That was so. He intercepted
Damn.
that roll and saved him.
What a play.
How did he know it? Oh, maze. Oh, maybe the catapult saw him. That must have
I
been
think
what
there was a creep wave though.
Yeah, that was a really nice interception, though. Big save from Brax. This guy's good.
Impressive shot. Can't quite find it. Still just battling with Brax. Buff wears off, backs out afterwards.
You know, guys, if you want to play like Brax, he's a constant NA streamer. You can learn all of this off the Brax stream. So go
How to
there.
save your teammates.
Yeah. You could replace Brax if you watch him enough.
You are sick.
Think about it. It makes sense.
In onto Boo. Be able to back away afterwards. Not much scare kill.
Still just holding this Laguna, you know? Just threatening.
Buckle back up just. Terrorblade gonna pop the meta again. Farm up this camp.
Middle tower is under attack.
Should be able to stay
Radiant
uncontested.
fortified their structures
Bottom lane
against
afterwards.
There's a wards getting MSS here again as the raindrops are being. That was his last one, actually. That's why Moosman will stick around for so long.
For Radiant's middle tower.
Now, the flip side of this, you look, they had to walk all the way back home with not had Terrorblade at all. 49 and Vector.
Yeah, and SVG is still really low up here. As he ensures they don't get a pull off, I believe. That's why he aggroed that. He's de-warding at 120 HP. He's just gonna tangle his way back up, I guess. As yeah, Yuar returns again. Maybe hoping Snaking had rotated.
It looks like he's gonna be fine. He's got like Royal Jelly.
Invisibility.
Peel away some of these, but actually Snaking already takes them. The XP for still trying to get to level 6 so he can make.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
This is sort of the Spectre game right now that he's dealt.
Yeah, they need to start finding Envy and forcing rotations, and Quinn's gonna run right into him.
Look to their bottom
As the
tower.
invis. I think he's just coming back to the tower because there's pressure. It was just coincidental, but now he walks under a sentry, and then he's like, "Oh, interesting."
And well, I guess there's no way to stop it.
I mean, if you walk under the tower, you're dead anyway.
Pango dies over on the other side, and meanwhile back down bottom they get the kill under fear. So suddenly,
Radiant's bottom tower
Dior gets
is
involved in a couple kills, and they take down 3 in the tower. That was a huge win.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh,
BG eating, trying to bring down. Oh, chance he doesn't get to refresh though. Refresh. Trying to run away. Drop the mango. Oh, they want it badly, but I think SBG should be able to get out of here. He's a little bit faster on Rubik. Snaking still chasing. Thought he was in the
had to
pit, but
check.
not.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so that was a MSS.
Kick and roll. Kick and roll.
It's classic combo for a reason.
Win though. Down somewhat low. Who's chasing? They got him. Fear throws out the stun. Quinn's dead. What the hell just happened?
We call that a freebie, I believe, in the Dota 2 world. Sometimes you just get one.
Tower is under
Yeah, that was a little surprising. What a comeback in that lane for him now. Moves now level 9.25. He's actually XP over the Lina.
Dire's
That's
tower is in danger.
really heads up play there. Quinn just not respecting the. Maybe he didn't see all the heroes that were around there or something. There was a word and it was nighttime, but regardless,
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
Aaron associates back into it a little.
Yeah, Lina's like, you know, she's kind of slow when she's not like Yule's up and doesn't have the souls going as they. Yeah, he's got the treads. He's going for the buckler into Orchid. Orchid versus TV, Tango, and Timbersaw. Very good.
That's silent, slow, follow up, light strike array, couple more punches, dead. Success. Getting brought down low by Moo now. Have that illusion nearby. Quinn spots him. Light strike array gonna land, still has Laguna Blade. Moving in with the rolling thunder now, trying to get eyes onto someone. He will find Lelis. Chakram there again, Snaking. He does have the rolling boulder if he wants to use it. Rolling in from MSS, they find the stun yet again. Trying to steal it. Light strike array stole it, throws it back onto the rest of them. MSS barely going to live, and Snaking now chased down. They got their eyes on him. The king will fall. Quinn getting a triple.
Well, that didn't go how they expected. They lost 4 heroes for a Elder type. And Quinn got 833 gold for that. Wow.
I can't. It's been a wild couple of minutes because it was like all 3 heroes on top for Quincy Crew, with like Quinn substantially ahead, and then that went back the other way, and now it's back to that again. Like, except Terrorblades farm. Like, I don't know what's been going on in this game.
Yeah, and your wire is just climbing back up too. What is the next step though? The next meta is up in 17 seconds for Envy. He's thinking about the Yasha into BKB build.
Scanning for
I don't think he's gonna buy 2 Yashas, but who knows? They're just chilling there in the queue up. Does he want the Manta though? Maybe once he is confirmed, like Wells maybe he hasn't seen the Orchid yet. Snake King goes down.
Dire's top tower
That was the
is under attack.
So they probably knew it was happening anyway.
Dire have fortified their structures against attack.
White hit that one.
Dire's top tower
Okay.
is under attack.
Hard target.
Should look to their
Get the mango
middle
tree in the.
tower. Radiant have fortified their structures against attack. Dire should look to their top tower. Radiant's
Quinn's just chipping away at this. We're talking about a deep push hero being very important, I think. Which is quite nice. Like the Timbersaw is one of these heroes you can just like plant and you can actually play to the mid lane. Because a lot of those heroes come from the off lane, but they already hit the Pango. and they sort of needed a way to like slow down the set tower siege to give more time to the TB. So Moo obviously gonna be the one to get that job done. As he's looking to now bait with a smoke ahead of him here. He's even timber chaining to make it look like he has no escape, hoping they can see him under a ward. He's going through all the levels. He's also stacking up his reactive armor when he jumps in here.
Back. Find SVP after play Tiger on their smoke. They at least find something for their, but
I mean, that's pretty good.
feeling the
ET stops you from like setting up, right? Like he makes it so it's not easy to just like walk into a territory and try and own it, because you always have to worry about the stomp. But you're right, it would be nice to get a core.
if that gets deep. Why not? I'll hold this high ground here.
They're gonna smoke mid.
Out to the side, right. Terrorblade. Fight this
So
one. Bottle up a regen rune on Brax.
They initiate on Moo. Moo gets swapped out. Roll starts on Brax. Brax rolls in, stuns up. What's the follow-up then? Moo comes back in through with the Timber Chain and Chakram. That's a pretty good setup for a fight. If Fear gets that initial swap out, they have a really quick follow-up. And this, again, they're trying the same thing.
Really doesn't look like Quincy Crew wants to fight though. They're just saying, you guys do your thing, we're gonna do our thing. Eventually we'll get some damage onto these towers. Like they're moving around as groups of 5.
SVG is just, I will do it again. Don't think I won't.
Lellis chased. Trouble now, so they will kill off SVG, looks like, and likely get Lellis as well. Immediate movement in to try and take down this mid tower. Moose shows up though, and that stops the pressure from Quinn. Got a couple of salvos off.
That was a bit of a problem. Like, lose Lellis too, 'cause it looked like they had the complete read on that situation. Like with the way that SVG was positioning by that ward in the tree lines, where he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna see them pop over this ward, then I'll get out. But got busted again. Still a bounty rune down there. Radiant do see it. But it looks like NSS is gonna head back. A bounty rune. Actually, there's both. Anyway.
Are they really going on to Moo right here? This seems insane. Comes out afterwards. They find the backlines. I guess that they saw everybody. Oh no, Rated Fear can't get the swap off. They both die. Ywar gets a double. Insanity and beauty. There's a fine line.
Oh, that got weird. That's out in the back line. It just barely cut off Fear, and then he didn't do like a double swap play, but it looked like there was already too much damage done at that time. But I think he needed to like swap out for the Prophet and then swap the Timber. But he might not have had wave and didn't have vision or something.
And even at that point, like, yeah, that probably, well,
I mean, he might have got orchided too. I didn't see. I just assumed he threw it on someone else, but
regardless, 4,000 gold lead. Very, I mean, again, you talk about like how that perfect fight wants to look for businesses. You don't have an opening to do it right then. Take full advantage. Blow up. Take tower. They're at 4K on Quincy.
And maybe another initiation. Oh, MSS was just trying to scope for a ward.
Uh-oh. Hello. And this fight got weird. Got real weird. Brax, they managed to find him though. Lellis getting chased down by Moo. They get the roll back the other direction. Snake King runs away, able to get out of there with the Silver Dagger. Lellis barely living the Venge Illusion though. Jumps in and gets the kill. Okay, still got Light Strike Array, trying to control. The roll comes through Ywar, bringing him down low. They get him finished. Snake King rolling in again to find him dead.
Oh.
They lose Nature's Prophet, but bigger kills.
Wait, I just killed his courier too with the illusion. That's pretty funny. Couldn't even give MSS the triple kill though.
Dire's top tower is under
Well, what is enemy gaining during all of this?
eager to know Dire's whereabouts.
I mean, he does need that. There's no doubt. He is out farming the Spectre. Not too shocking with how it started, as well as the involvement difference here. 3-0-6 on the Spectre, 1-1-0 on the TV. They do need a lot of time, though. And you had suggested Puck as one of these potential heroes instead of the Timber Saw, and I think we might run into some Timber problems in that mid to late game where it's like a Puck is a lot better at delaying the game and still getting farmed during that, whereas it feels like the Timber is going to be much more vulnerable. And if you're behind, it doesn't quite have that same like playmaking potential that a Puck does.
Particularly with the, but I think it speaks to what you were talking. Sit him in a lane. That worked for a couple of these fights. Sort of.
No, they haven't. Yeah. They're basically just not playing Timbersaw's game. He wasn't able to pressure behind the tower. He's not able to force them to initiate on him, really. He's even like gotten in their face a couple times. Not a good roll.
Scouting it out, setting up the kill. Played.
Yeah, 3-0 on 11 now. MSS. Yeah.
What a game.
And he was so close to dying. He rolled onto a pillar in full front of the enemy team and lived. Now, I mean, he's got a bracer and he's level 10, so he gets 1700 HP. Now, Fear. MSS not even gonna stick around for it. He wants additional heroes, but he can't find them.
Out of there. Down bottom, you will run B. Immediately gonna run a B likewise. Trying to figure out what he wants to build. Got 4,000 gold in the bank, decides to finish off a BK.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it looked like
active.
he was trying to decide between the BKB or the Manta. And I think I like the BKB better for like Roche. Maybe they can try and use that.
Regeneration.
So I wonder what that says about what their game plan is. Do they need to make a lot?
Yeah, they need to fight with their Timber. They can't just like keep ratting right now. I don't think that's gonna take them to a victory. They need to like find some smoke play or something. I think it's gonna be really hard, but it does seem to be what they need at the moment. It seems like this running around ball thing is not gonna work.
Earth's bounty.
He's almost into a Shadow Blade. Yeah, not that far.
A couple of weird.
Yeah. I mean, they're ratting too, so I mean, there's already a lot of sentries down on the Radiant side, though. They're being very cautious with the wards. My God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sentries down. And yet they still miss this ward. The difficulties of the D ward.
There's that smoke up you were talking. Tess is there, not an easy kill. Looking in the jungle for Lelis, who's already retreating. Dude, these like smoke reads.
Well, I mean, look where he is, though. He's just. All right, there we go.
Yeah. Saving the meta as well. Pick off for him.
It cost him the bottom tower, though.
Is under attack.
Get Roche. Decide to go Roche.
Nah, I don't think they can Roche versus ET right now. At least they need like a big kill. Maybe they'll just try with meta. Oh, he actually doesn't have buyback. Okay, never mind. That's pretty huge.
Bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Don't play. Though they're gonna beat away at Roche.
Maybe they can't without. I don't know. Like I thought he would have buyback, but they still have Haunt.
And they've still as well if they want to just throw it in there. Roche is getting real low. They're gonna move it on in, getting ready for the play. MSS rolls in. Aegis picked up by Envy already. You are deciding to jump away afterwards.
He just BKB.
Dude, and Brax, he's gonna get brought down afterwards. But that's the play.
Yeah,
Everybody gets out.
I like that because I don't think they can fight when the Prophet comes up like that and the Haunt drops. That was a cute ass play from Yuar though. To like have your fingers, like he has fingers like prepped looking at that pit. I guarantee so we just go R and then into the instant swap into the try and steal the Aegis. Like he was trying to catch them sleeping.
Yeah. They're gonna realize Metamorphosis is down
Snake
and they can take the fight. They find themselves one, Snake King dead. They get any more? Roll in. MSS going absolutely insane.
Did he think he stole the Aegis?
I think he did.
I think he did.
Although now Envy turns this back around, throws out the Sunder, as well as forced to back away. Who goes in a little bit? Lullis is going to get killed off.
Yeah.
Okay. Reflection use. That was enough for the kill there. They swap back in onto one. SVG is going to be pulled down as well. They have swap available, but won't quite catch their
He dropped the ward.
Crazy. All right, slow down with the reflection. Fear trying to move into position. They don't even need it. Moo's just there for the kill. Big plays from business. Still an 8,000 in spite of that.
Well, that's depressing. After just taking Roche and everything else, it's still that huge of a lead? I would not have expected that. I guess it's just the neutrals that are, or not the neutrals rather, but the lane creeps that are killing them, right? You have Prophet, Lina, and Spectre all farming, and then it's really just TB split pushing.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. The other T hero. Find themselves Rubik, swap out, Fear, save, stun, BKB reaction though, NB down low, Aegis gone. Damn, what a play there by Quinn. Big play, and now the roll in, BKB from NB. Reflection decides to run away, has Sunder back up again if he wants to use it for the fight, turns now on War, bringing him down low, but they're not going to be able to finish the job there, and everybody else is dying. Envy all alone, he doesn't have an answer. Oh my god. Envy goes down, huge plays by MSS and Quinn in that fight.
Yeah. The Quinn Lina is just on another level right now. 4,000 damage dealt in that team fight. Dropping spells, right-clicking all over the place, and they really couldn't get any focus with that damage. You saw them like start turning onto UR, and then he just simply daggered and walked away, and he was allowed to leave. MSS rolled in at the same time too to create all that confusion, and it completely worked.
The problem with the Associates draft is like there isn't anybody that just allows
Money to burn.
it on. Nothing that like keeps everybody in.
Unless you have a Pango Blink Dagger. That's like the only way.
And even that, it's not like. I mean, it is, but
It's not, yeah. It's not like a Ravage or something.
Rax. Horde.
Well, you've got yourself a little bit of a hole now in Game 3 there, Business Associates. What can you do to climb out of it? Do they have comeback heroes? What's the steal? You could steal a Earth Splitter, could be good. Percent-based damage to Spectre, that would be nice. A Laguna Blade steal with it's an Arcane Supremacy could be good. Yeah, that would also be completely fine. LSA is sick, for sure, because you just don't have the pastime, it just goes.
For that next Aegis or the item? Stuck on there. Pull in. Nice strike ray afterwards and up on their former teammate. Quinn getting another kill. Ungodlike. Well, find one. Fear, he's just dead. On the other side of it, they jump back onto Brex. He's also gone. Earth Splitter off to the side. Can't quite catch there. The Envy. Every time they press their buttons, people die.
Yeah, I mean, they managed to pull back a similar situation last game, but it obviously didn't get to the depths that they're in now. But this idea of, like, Envy's the only one who's farmed, and Moo had a bad start, but again, it's like Moo and Brax, mostly Brax this time. Obviously, had a much better time on the Veno, but struggling this game to really make anything happen. It seems like they just aren't drafting Initiation. It's not really
Which is weird.
anything. Like you commented last game how they were just like sending an envy every time for the chrono, pretty much.
Well, I mean, they have. Would be that. Definitely feel.
Yeah, I mean this game, yeah, they definitely need better initiation. That is really hurting them. I thought Brax was gonna be forced to go blink just because like the state they were in, but then they were kind of far behind, so maybe he wanted to try and tank up or something, and they basically put all their eggs in the basket of hoping they went on move. And so far this game, they have not gone on move.
Well, and maybe some of that too is.
Oh yeah, that was definitely the plan. That's how this draft is supposed to work. And then unfortunately, when you don't get there, then you get this really awkward like fallback plan. That's not really a fallback plan. Now the only hope you have is like bad Roche fights to try and turn things around.
Envy himself in the mid lane. The real one. Dude is struggling.
That didn't look real.
Mantle.
Elder Titan, what a hero, eh?
Elder Titan against Terrorblade. They roll in, find themselves more. One by one, they fall. That takedown fear. Yeah, this is devastating. Lelis finds him. He can't quite get there. MSS was on the mark, but a bit too late.
So he basically was an illusion, because like normally he is 64% physical resistance, and then the ET reduced that to 0. So with the implication of how much damage you're therefore doing, you know, one could be forgiven to think that he was an illusion.
Dude, it's crazy, like sort of how small that area is. But if ET just gets next to Terrorblade, like it's over.
Yeah, he just completely dies.
You get a blink dagger, SG. Get next to him every game.
Blink dagger and an A on disc. A click.
That actually sounds like a sick build for ET.
That sounds terrible.
What are you talking about?
Blink A on go.
Dude, and then Spectre's on top of him and just hitting him.
Everyone quick, kill him before I die. If that started working, the next patch, it would be Aeon Disc no longer provides auras while dispelled. The frog would not approve.
Yeah, you're completely right. But that one patch, though. My favorite thing about patches. Patch being real.
Yeah, like enchanting Roche. That goes down to me as one of the biggest ones of all time. Like, that's just hilarious. Especially because it was discovered in like under 2 minutes. It was like the first thing someone did. Whatever this works on Roche. Guys, I enchanted Roche. I'm gonna go into a pub.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant's turret has been slain in cold.
Pistol Blade.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Envy.
No, that would be good if he had one. That would probably feel a lot better if he just randomly found an Abyssal Blade out of a neutral. Like, what if it bugged out?
Oh my god, he showed bottom and they immediately go.
Yeah, that was sick.
You just find him. Tyr's dead. Brax trying to run away every time it happens. But they only lose fear. That's not the end of the world there. You are. Miss Sundered. In trouble. You are dead. They have found the initiation on Business Associates, but Envy gonna get rolled on and chased and killed. Disarm comes out. They still don't have the Spectre, but I don't know if they need it. Chasing down continues. Move. Couple more punches. It's enough for the finish. Win. Getting the job done. 13, 1, and 12.
Big damage. That was 261 that last one. Oh, he's got the Grove Bow. Nice.
Bottom barracks.
The extra strats. God, what's his attack range right now? 770.
Out here, they're not gonna stick around for the second racks. By that. Back to Business Associates. Back around.
What? The gem now picked up here too. They're gonna try. That's the ultimate. Either we're winning really hard or we're losing really bad item. The gem. Timber just bought it. They're gonna try and clear out the high ground, I assume.
Suggestions for.
Oh no. I hope someone told me what to buy.
My bad.
I was trying to click on the shop. My bad, everyone.
Somebody BKB reaction and be now turned upon. He's got Thunder available. Abyssal Blade is there. B trying to make it work. Thunder comes out. They lose SCG. Okay, hauled out afterwards. Now everybody's dying. He is silenced. He is beaten to a pulp. They take down Brax afterwards. GG called. Snake Kings had enough.
They found
Quincy Crew 2-1.
Yeah, they got a couple cute kills with Thunder. That was the comeback mechanic that I hadn't really thought of. That's one way to maybe get it done when you're so far in there. But Quincy Crew, they drop one game, but again, they do prove their superiority over the region. Defeating Business Associates once more, but a day later. Have they no mercy?
leap out of there. Go right and do it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've talked so much about the game.
Teams passively
team fight. They're gonna try to.
And we'll see how well he can do here, as he has had some incredible games recently on the last couple of days here at the International.
Yeah, Monkey King's not the most super popular in the mid lane, but Top Sun, you know, he plays all those weird ones, and he plays them just to the point where you can pick it despite it not being top tier.
Yeah. Hero that we have not seen win a whole lot though, right Owen? I think me and you saw at least 2 or 3 that did not have a good game.
It feels, it's one of those heroes that can absolutely sort of crush the mid game, get this insane amount of kills, and indeed they're going for the kill. He's blocked in by Jerix's Vicious. Somnus trying to lay down the remnants. Seb's got to be careful. Has to step away to make sure he doesn't get caught out by the stomp.
Pretty scary lane for OG up here. The Earthshaker's well trained, just these 2 melee heroes versus Elder Titan and Storm. They love playing versus melees. If you get into range, you just can get stomped up, and also, of course, that static remnant damage.
The Treant Protector might force these cores on LGD to go to something different though. The root against the Enchantress and the Storm Spirit, you don't really want to build Yules or any sort of Dispel, but you might actually versus double root.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've seen like Somnus, I'm pretty sure I've seen him do the Kaya into Yules build from time to time, but it's pretty rare. It depends on really that matchup.
Yeah, I know the panel was talking about him rushing early Orchid, but it might be very dangerous doing that.
Yeah. We can certainly expect to see it sort of play a little differently, as we say, being in the safe lane rather than the mid lane. Something that we have seen a few of the Chinese teams start to do this. TI.
I really like Sin's point that he was bringing up on the panel, how he was saying, like, you look at OG's draft and it's a lot about just that wombo combo. If LGD are able to disengage once they get to that point, I think it's going to be really important for them in the mid game. It's like if they throw all their ultis out and LGD just walks out of it, then all of, like, majority of OG's damage is kind of committed forward there.
Do you
think a lot of pressure's on this other time to break up that team fight combo that OG has?
Yeah, definitely. Because they also have some good combo synergy that can come out too. If they do live that, they have like this damage that can just build up more and more. Because Storm Spirit, if you don't get caught in that initial combo, you can take out all these heroes. You're relying so much on the Earthshaker as well as Dream Protector controlling that Storm.
Well, so far looking at all the lanes, no one really falling behind. Seb's at the bottom of the CS, but still the big one, certainly that mid lane. As we were saying, you'd expect the Ench to maybe come out on top, but I think this is just Thompson showing us how well he can play the Monkey King in a variety of matchups, as he's leading the CS by quite a bit at the moment in that 1v1 mid.
Yeah, haven't seen how much he's spent on salves yet though. Certainly getting harassed much more than
It's fairly even in net worth, yeah, so he has been bringing out a couple extras, but he's also getting benefited from the living armor. So like we were saying, Seb on the Stream Protector doesn't go to Nature's guys, he helps on top. Next.
They've got the setup, they've got the remnants down, and LGD looking for first blood, they'll find it. FY cleans it up. Turns towards Jerry's giving him a quick push as he has to back away. Bottom lane at the same time, Ame trying to chase down Big Daddy. He gets the cold embrace off with the use of that mango. Anna starting to punch into Ame, forcing the Bloodseeker back. Nova with the Nova, can he find it here? Big Daddy No-Tail goes down. Can Anna get the trade? Chasing down the CMX. Nova, is he speeding up? He's running, but the dagger's back up. Anna will find the trade as he get the 1-for-1 down on the bottom lane. Of course, Anna getting that kill. 17 for 3 at the moment on the Spectre. He's certainly struggling a little bit, but he's still getting a fair bit out of that bottom lane.
He's having to spend extra on regen too. But on both sides there, it's a lot of a spam matchup down to bottom. They have the Wyvern as well versus that CM with just constant harassment with spells.
That's definitely where we're sort of seeing that slight 1k advantage for LGD, as you say, is the expenditure of the cause of OG on that early regen.
So do you need to build any items on the Enchantress to deal with the grit from the Monkey King? Because she doesn't have that much armor in. That Jingu is going to hurt really bad. I've seen a lot of Enchantresses get almost 2 shots by Monkey Kings if they're able to build up the stacks.
Yeah, that's a good point. The killer gives you a tiny little bit, but I think maybe we could see something adjusted, maybe like a medallion, maybe some casual just armor item like that.
I feel like sometimes when we see that matchup, like down the line, obviously in the later stages of the game, we can expect like an Eon Disc to come out in the Enchantress, perhaps. Maybe even on a few of these heroes to sort of help protect them against that huge physical burst that Thompson's going to have later on.
I think one of the important things for the Enchantress is, I mean, it's an item that you tend to get a lot in the Ench, but versus Monkey King, it's like the best, the Hurricane Pike, because you can actually mess with his interaction with his ulti a lot and just keep that distance away. So it might be some type of item rush like that just to keep that distance.
Obviously top lane Somnus, 29 for 5 at the moment against Seb's 17 for 5, so definitely the lane where we're seeing the biggest difference between both sides, as they're keeping a good hold of it up top, PSG LGD.
They have so much freedom in this because they have their CM aura, so constantly able to spam that scan.
The courier gang coming in as Thompson ready to strike, but Somnus and FY, as you say, they're backing up. They're keeping it safe behind the tier 1 tower. No-Tail will show himself mid as he comes in to sap up some of the XP and help with the D push. The Chalice is getting a fair bit of damage onto this tier 1 mid.
They're swapping up the lanes. They want to have that Monkey King versus Storm before he hits 6. And Thompson is actually saving skill points, which is kind of cool on the Monkey King. 2-0-2. Will choose what he needs to commit for it after his bottom.
Ame's just diving in! And he gets away with it as Anna was all on his lonesome there. No support back up there at the moment, of course, with the movements from OG supports to other lanes.
LGD just they had that scan, they knew where the Monkey King was going, and then they had a TP Wyvern mid, and as soon as they saw that happening, they took advantage of it and on the bottom.
I don't think they can leave Anna alone like that almost ever.
And really versus anything, Jeff decides to let out. This is some weak support, but one of the dangers of first phasing the spec.
Yeah, definitely gonna get punished.
They're gonna make a go on FY. They've got the Fisher out. Anna and Thompson closing in on him as FY will try and gets a fair bit of damage out onto Jerax, but not enough to bring him down with it. As FY will fall. But still, overall, PSG LGD just having that sort of lane control across the map that a little bit stronger as they lead 2k mid lane. Sure, Seb's trying his best to keep this tower alive, but each siege is going lower and lower. Top lane, Thompson gets in, is able to punish Somnus. Gets the burst out of the Sonsbury. We have the rupture onto Anna. Anna getting himself away from the tower, but Ame is there ready to chase down and will find Anna in return.
Great read by Ame. He already knew that.
Oh, and Chalice. that sort of movement from the middle lane to the top lane from Thompson, sure, it did find the kill on Somnus at the end of the day, but it's really opened up that middle for Chalice, as we're seeing as Thompson. He has got the Jingu Mastery stacked up, jumps down, the fish is there. He's got the light still, but it's not enough. Arme with the blood right, bursts down Thompson, but it's still back up to hell.
They're trying so hard to keep this mid tower alive. They just keep rotating heroes in to make sure that they can keep the living armor going on it, but Chalice really trying to press the issue.
Yeah, Seb isn't high enough levels despite being the offlaner to really keep this tower alive. He did actually go for his third point in living armor, but Enchantress is gonna sit there, try and get those wagons up as you can with that Blightstone. Still pretty healthy though.
As long as they can keep these towers alive, they can certainly play into sort of the hands of the late game Spectre that they do on with Ana. We've seen it time and time before here from OG on the main stage. In games, even where they get fairly far behind in the mid game, as long as they can keep the game going, there's a high chance that the Spectre's going to be able to do some incredible things in the team fights.
There's smoke from Wyvern trying to get some boards out, but don't know if it's going to get it broken.
Not spotted, but smoke broken. So the one thing I look at LGD's draft, if we do get to those later stages, they do have good amp damage. FY caught very deep in there.
X-Nova's going to come across and look out Pat. He's got the Frostbite, holding back Thompson as FY still backs up. Jarex comes in with the TP. Thompson starts to turn towards Chalice for the untouched image. He can't go for it. Goes straight for the TP out. He's actually catch out Thompson. Towards the mid lane, Ana with the horn joining in, looking towards Arme, but Arme, he's too fast with how low OG's members are. Seb getting beaten down by Chalice, not sure. PSGO did he take a second? Ana, can he find anything with time? Don't be careful, the damage from the individual Chalice.
Radiant's turn to ban. Dire's turn to ban.
A little bit, but I guess we're seeing a little bit of a resurgence today.
It feels it shouldn't work as well, but because how many bans there are.
Yeah.
Kind of got some
10 seconds.
In this aim.
I mean, the Clockwork, it's pretty good. The Phoenix is good. You want a Manta builder anyway. Like, they could have went Jug, for example, and there's some merit there for, like, spinning in the cogs and stuff, and then you still, like, Hook Shot goes through spin, and I think they're just saying, we want to play ourselves an Anti-Mage game.
Hide away, get a bunch of 4v4 battling, and because do have the makings of like some pretty solid here. Curious to see if they play it now. Like, do they sort of that team fight and then build a power taking afterwards? They try and go harder carry later.
I like the idea of just trying to catch the AM first off. I think that's always a pretty good one. Just having like some more solid lockdown. You don't have to like go all out for like stop the split push because then you're just chasing people the whole game and never getting anything done. But you think like they could do a mag +1. It doesn't matter how many hard carries you ban out if they just go like mag Sven after this. And they're going to keep up with an AM and have team fight. I think that probably looks like the scariest thing I'm seeing right now when they already have Phoenix and Clockwork.
Well, I think one other thing that we should macro sense. I think a lot of people would come being like, hey, this is the team out of South America that's the all end all. Thunder Predator
yeah.
That they might even be favorites going entirely set on that, but they're a spooky.
One thing for sure is that both these teams have been grinding a lot of matches online. They've been playing in the ESL League, they were playing in the Rivalry League before that too, and both of them together. And now they've, the last time they went 2-1, it did go in Beastcoast's favor, but as you said, they did take a game. So there's no reason to not believe that Thunder Predator can do it again here. And so they take care of the, and again, this is why we talk about the hard carries. You get the 3 bans, and so they ban out 3 hero, or sorry, you get the 2 bans, and they ban out 2 heroes. The A-Mage really hates in the Faceless Void and the Legion Commander for that chasing around the map. Why did I say 2 bans? The 3 bans. Okay, sorry. I'm all twisted everywhere, guys. They banned out the Terrorblade, the Faceless Void, and the Legion Commander. Sorry, I'm awake. Don't worry. I'm back.
It's okay. We just
gotta get the caffeine going.
10:30.
It's okay.
I've cut down to 1 cup of coffee.
Why would you do that to yourself?
10 seconds.
Because you know, I want to live.
I like coffee.
Like past like 50, I don't know.
If I had to, like, you know, nutrition aside, if I had to give up every single drink except one, I would pick coffee. I don't even care if it gave a caffeine buzz. The taste of coffee is just like, I just can't. It's best you quit now. Just come back into the fold. We'll accept you. Yeah, no judgment if you just come back to coffee. Judgment if you abandon us. As long as you don't start drinking tea. Beastcoast. What do you want to do? I like the sun dying. That's a hero.
Yeah. Clockwork. Clockwork, my prison cell. Dying in the lane page feels like he's bullying back a bit, maybe. At least there's options. I mean, it's a battery assault. These guys are like, screw it, we're just gonna take another strength here. We got 3 of them now.
Yeah, now they can do mag PA or Slardar PA, right? Instead of the mag, and then this way, because like mag has harder laning issues because he can't really like bully the same way. Like he has power, but I think he just suffers harder to like the animates +1 lane than a Slardar does.
Okay.
So now they could do the 4 clockwork, the 3 Slardar, lane into the animage, the undying. I think that's okay. But for the most part, I think it's more of a mid-game thing where now they go for the PA because she's the other like classic hard carry we see versus the AM. So if you're Thunder Predator and you know they're probably gonna go for a PA here, you're picking an offlane hero. What offlane hero is good versus PA? Can lane by itself. Venno's already gone. It's not too bad though. They do need something like that. I think they can actually like play again with the Earth Spirit. They play a lot of Necrophos on Beastcoast. I wonder if they'd... I guess Necrophos doesn't look... Yeah, Axe is doable. He doesn't like versus Slayer, Phoenix, and Clock though. I feel like that's not anything Axe wants to jump into. Is Doom?
Tidehunter.
Oh, Doom was still, but they went for the Tide. Okay, that's the big boy they want instead.
Heroes are very difficult. Obviously, Tidehunter having that bone.
10 seconds.
Corrosive Haze. Dicey.
5 seconds.
Oh god. Mid Doom looks so tempting here. Tidehunter, Anti-Mage. The only problem is you're picking it blind. But, I mean, what could they pick that would fit with their draft and really screw with Doom? I guess like Monkey King or something, or like some other like armor punishing hero. But yeah, I'm not that knowledgeable about what really like what's the best thing to do versus the mid Doom.
Yeah, because well, the thing about it is that like it counter it out in.
It is Radiant spam.
Back to the jump. Those heroes.
Yeah, and there's like Razor and stuff. I guess would be pretty good.
I was literally just thinking. But I was thinking about it as an outer to like mid, but I guess in this context it worked pretty well also.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be really annoying to get Tidehunter.
10
yeah, that's a very hard lane to walk into is Tide. Especially because he's supposed to be playing there largely alone. And that actually is a matchup that could go well for you, but there's a Clockwork who's like this kind of like newfound support. They could theoretically put the Clock now versus this Tide. That might actually be better, and then put the Phoenix with the AM versus the Undying. Sorry, with the Slardar versus the Undying and the AM, because the Clockwork, you know, will just try and like cogs up the Tide and keep stacking, blocking with battery assault.
That could be good.
5 seconds.
The flip side of that all aggro the
it is Radiant
aggroing into.
Well, Earth Spirit, I don't know. Earth Spirit's a weird hero now when it comes to tri-lanes. It kind of feels like he's actually sort of okay in them now. Whereas we used to consider like Undying Earth Spirit to be like, never tri-lane. Like if you tri-lane, then Earth Spirit can't roam and he's really bad. But it feels that with like the changes how the roll works compared to because it doesn't just slow and you don't do the kick stun. It feels like a little bit better for just picking on one person. What did Thunder Predator need though? They need an Ember, a Void Spirit. Is Void Spirit still in?
Yes, he is.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Pick themselves. Take it themselves. Getting that weird. Ban it out themselves. They won't have it. Take some afterwards.
5 seconds.
Oh. SF's like kind of good versus Tide now too with the fear. And they banned the Monkey King.
Dire's turn to pick. Admiral
So they take the Kunkka. So yeah, I mean we were talking about Monkey King earlier for this idea of like heroes that are mobile and like get around the map and can deal with like low armor heroes, but now they ban out the Monkey King and then get met with a Kunkka instead. So again, it's just more catch element, more things to try and secure this anti-mage, hold them down. A lot of team fight, lore appropriate, fighting a Tide Hunter. It's just too good.
Well, we have
mid dazzle.
Choice.
Out of there are 2 ranged heroes in this game,
and they were the first and last picked.
Very interesting.
Man, we need a Techies or a Timber or something. I guess Timber just literally got banned, so there you go.
Yeah. All right. So last pick Dazzle taken. Mr. Frank himself got Thunder Predator versus Beastcoast. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I think, do they have enough burst to bring down?
Well, it's gonna be mid-tide, it seems, because Frank's taking the Dazzle. So mid-tide, what does the build this get? Mid-tide, it dodges the Ursa, which is good. And then this puts the Dazzle in the lane versus the Ursa, which is just another annoying poison now that Ursa doesn't have to worry about the Venos as he gets banned every game. But now the poison's gonna be there. They don't have a silence versus the Ursa. The main question is, what can you do when there's no Ravage? That worries me a little bit for Thunder Predator. But Beastcoast have no cooldowns. They have Kunkka and, I mean, Egg, and they won't need Egg every fight.
Yeah, it does feel like that's, and I guess the question, can you get it? What does he need?
I came a long way.
How do you kill
see you die?
Well, I mean, Manta Diffusal does still make a lot of them kind of useless, except for Slider. Slider, I don't know, he can at least still control you, whereas like you can kind of kite around the Ursa a lot. That's a really funny looking AM. And he looks like he went down to the old like Value Village and was digging through the bins and mixing and matching. And his face mask is too high. He's trying not to get COVID in the eyes.
Somebody that, you know, Anna fellow. Oh god.
That was a spot-on impression of that guy. I think I've seen that guy. Ah, yes. Alright, are they going to mix up the lanes at all, or is Chris Luck still coming mid? It looks like they are indeed still going to send